off.
We're rolling, by the way, so.
Mate.
Language. UMAR, AHMED, IFL, TV, MTK Global, joined by Sam Jones. We're looking for good lighting, so I might just move about. all good?
All good, mate. Hey, not bad, you?
Yeah, I'm alright. It was a bit of a shame. Guido in Vegas got on after Tyson.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, and he's just starting out his career, isn't it? It's what happens, but he dealt with it well, didn't he? He dealt with it well. He got in there and did his job, didn't he?
And talk to me about the link up with Kevin Barry as well.
Yeah, he's been with him about
couple of months.
2-3 months now. 2-3 months, and he's getting on great. I think you saw like he's looking bigger as well, isn't he? A bit more powerful. It's a gradual process, isn't he? He's 25 years old. Not in any rush with him, but he's on great cards, isn't he? He's going to be on the Fury Wilder undercard. It's going to be great.
Yeah, that would be good. Sam, let's get straight into it. A lot of talk about what's happening. A lot of talk about Joyce-Dubois on Twitter. Now I know he's mandatory for Marco Huck.
Yep.
But
no, he's not mandatory for Marco Huck, right?
Isn't it? That's what Ben's about.
No, listen to this. So I'm just going to explain, because all the idiots that are going to say, he wants to fight Marco. He doesn't want to fight Marco Huck. Joe was nominated to fight Ajit Caballo, yeah? Caballo vacated the belt.
Signed with Top Rank, vacated.
Yes, correct. David Price, who I respect, I love David Price, is a friend of mine. He didn't want the fight with Joe. Povetkin didn't want the fight with Joe. Tepper didn't want the fight with Joe. Takam didn't want the fight with Joe. Tyson Fury's clearly not going to fight Joe because he's bigger and better things. Dylan White's not available at the moment. Derek Chisora didn't want to fight Joe. He's fighting Joseph Parker.
Have you put offers to everyone?
Yes, sir. Everyone. And the next one on the list is Marco Huck. So they've nominated him to fight. We don't know whether even he wants to fight yet, but that's who Joe is been ordered to fight. So what we're going to do, not fight him. It's the belt on the line. So we're going to win the belt, and if we're going to see how much Frank wants to fight, if he really does want to fight, if he does, I've told him how much the fight's going to cost. Very reasonable. Let's get it on.
Yeah, but he can't get criticised. If that's who the board have put,
that's who they've ordered.
Joe can't get criticised.
Absolutely not. So that's why I'm trying to explain people before they say Sam wanted Joe to fight Marco Huck. No, I didn't want him to fight Marco Huck. That's who he's been nominated to fight. He's been put forward, and we've said we just want to win the belt. So if it means Joe has to fight Marco Huck, it'll be fun while it lasts, won't it?
Right, in terms of Dubois, you said if it's the right price,
yes, sir,
you'll take the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Next.
But would it make sense for Joe if he's got that European title shot?
There you go. No, it wouldn't make sense for Joe. Joe's going to win that belt, and then that's why we've said many times that. How you doing, mate? Yeah, not too bad. So. The fight doesn't make sense for Joe, which is what I'm trying to make people understand. Joe is above the rankings in the WBA. He's in line for a world title shot, whether it's now or in 18 months. So if you want to have that position, like the same as way is if we want to fight Dylan White, we'd have to pay crazy money. Well, not crazy money, we'd have to pay the money. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to explain. So the Dubois fight, 100% we will take it. Joe's already told me he wants the fight. So if the price is right, we're fighting.
That's an 0-2 fight.
100%. 100%. You can't get too many bigger fights on these shores than Joe against Daniel Dubois, correct?
At the moment, the way British boxing's going, you're probably right.
Do you know what I mean? It's a sellout at the O2 Arena, hands down, and it's two guys having a fight. It's a young man. Joe's 34 years old, but look, as I keep trying away.
Come on in, Will.
Come on in, Will.
Come on in, Will.
Sorry.
The heart stroke. That's all right. It's all right.
So look, that's what it is. I've said to Frank many times, it'll take 2 minutes to make the Dubois fight. No problem. We'll give the fans what they want to see, because I understand the fans. Good luck, Willie. That's what the fans want to see, so let's get it on. No problem.
Sam, he's even Garber.
Joe's had. How you doing, mate? Yeah, not too bad. Joe's had. People forget this. Filip Ergovic, who's deemed as invincible at the moment, correct?
I wouldn't say invincible.
Okay, but he's deemed as a big contender for the heavyweight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Joe beat him in the amateurs. No head guards on.
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
No context, Sam Jones.
Classic, no context. But yeah, so he's beat Filip Ergovic. He's had tussles with Usyk. He's had countless world-class fights, amateur and pro. If people don't think Jennings is a world-class fighter, they're idiots. So Joe's had countless. Dubois had no world-class fights in his whole life. Not one. Gorman came, and fair play to Gorman, he came, but he wasn't at the races, was he? He didn't turn up to the fight. Whether his mind was elsewhere, but he just wasn't there. It's not fault of Daniel's. Daniel did his job, but I'm saying he's not had one world-class fight. Joe has. Trust me when I say Joe will beat Daniel Dubois. I don't care what anybody says. Let's get the fight on. But Joe's got, as I say, I'm under no illusions. Dubois a big, scary man that can bang. Do you know what I mean? Dubois can put anybody out of his power. So if we're going to risk and reward, if Joe beats Dubois, he's beating a kid that weren't ready. If Dubois beats Joe, he's just beating an Olympic silver medalist, someone that's fought at the world, that's fought a world-class fight, countless amateur world-class fights. His pedigree. Dubois taking all that away. Yeah. Under no illusions, heavyweight boxing, anything can happen. I'm not stupid. Dubois got game-changing power. So if they want to make that fight, pay the money and we're fighting.
I see what you're saying. It doesn't really make sense for Joe.
There you go.
But if you name the right price,
exactly, there's a price on everything.
If the reward's good enough, then you take it.
Yes, sir, you've got it. You've got it, and that's all I'm saying. And I want people to process that. What I'm saying. If the price is right for Joe, and it's not obscene money, by the way, before anyone goes, oh, he's asking for 20 million. No, I'm not. If the
Francis there.
If the price is right, I told Francis there. I've been speaking to Francis for an hour on the phone earlier. If the price is right, we're fighting him in the spring next year at the wherever it want to do it. O2 Arena will sell out, and it's a great fight.
Now I know Adam Morley is his own man.
Yeah.
But you are the head of SJAM Boxing.
I wouldn't
and he
say
made.
that. Ruin my interview.
And he in Vegas, I spoke to him about the Miller fight with
Yes.
Joe, and he said that's a pay-per-view fight.
I believe so as well. Because of the way Jerome Miller is a big talker. It's a fight. Listen, whether it's not, it's a main event fight, isn't it?
Of course.
I want campaign say I want it to be as I say, we're not asking for big money to fight Jerome Miller, but we understand because of Jerome Miller's profile, we'll take less to fight him. Do you understand what I mean? We're not stupid.
But profile not because of in the ring.
Correct, but it's still a profile. People want to see him get beat up, and we're happy to oblige that. Do you understand what I mean?
Could you understand why people might think this
I
is not a
understand
pay-per-view
that.
fight?
Vetkins failed a drug test as well. I understand, but it's like
No, but I'm not. But in terms of just the pay-per-view, I'm not slamming the fight.
Oh no,
because how many fighters have failed drug tests?
No, I'm
out
saying,
there, so.
listen, if Nigel Benn against Sakio Beaker's a fucking pay-per-view fight, let's be real about this. Do you know what I mean? Tyson Fury against Otto Wallin. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking on that scale. That's a competitive fight against Jerome Miller. So that's all I'm. That's all I'm saying.
The way the market's going, perhaps.
Yeah. So I'm not skying around saying, oh, Joe against Miller. I want it as a pay-per-view. No chance. We just want the fight. Whatever comes with that, great.
Have they just point blank refused the fight?
No, that fight could still happen.
Oh yeah.
That fight could still happen.
So would you say, obviously the Hook fight's there, then perhaps Miller's second best choice?
We're talking to Frank tonight to go through Joe's options, and we want the European title first. Once we've got that, that's off Joe's tick list. Any of them.
What about the winner of Bryan and Chai, if that ever happens?
Listen, Joe said, it's been scheduled for 3 years, hasn't it, that fight?
I don't know what Don King's doing.
It's been scheduled for 3 years, that fight has, so we'll see. Look, if that fight's able to make Joe take that next, he'd take it next. But we'll see.
Alright, we'll see. Alright, Sam, it's good to have a catch up on Joe. Yeah. Is there anything else we missed? Cody had a good win.
Yeah,
he got dropped though.
Yeah, listen, he got dropped, but I didn't rate Cody's performance as that great against that Chile because I've seen him do so much better than that. So I don't think you've seen Cody reach his full potential yet as a professional. But look, he's getting there, isn't he? He's getting there. He's just had a good win. How you doing, Frank?
Frank.
But yeah, it's that was awkward, wasn't it? But look, again, we're speaking with Frank later. As I say, the British public have made it very clear they want to see the fight. But I manage Joe, and I've got to do what's best for him. And is it best for him, Joe, right now? Probably not. But if they make an offer worthwhile, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
You're going to take Joe to Saudi one day?
Why not? Saudi, why do people keep like?
No, I'm being serious.
I was going to say, why do people keep putting Saudi Arabia down? They're paying loads of money. They're really excited boxing fans. Why not? Do you know what I mean? If boxing's a business nowadays, as I say, like I keep saying, the boxing's evolved, hasn't it? So that's why they're having fights there. Frank, you've nicked my suit jacket. No, it's that's what I mean. It's if they're prepared to pay the money to see these fights, then. Fair play to them. But like, as I say, do I think the fight should be probably in Cardiff? Yes. I've said this before. I prefer to see big UK heavyweights fighting in this country, but that's where the money is. That's where they've got to go, isn't it? But is the fight even going to still happen there?
Well, with Iran and all that stuff.
There's a few problems there, isn't there? There's like drones flying all over the place. So you don't know if that fight's going to even happen, but. I'm excited for the fight though. I know everyone is as well. It's going to be intriguing, isn't it? It's the biggest fight of the year, isn't it? in my opinion. It is. Just for intrigue, people being for the intriguement of
It's
it.
a Canelo Kovalev fight.
No, because I think that's a foregone conclusion.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
Canelo
about the
will
result.
knock- Canelo
I'm saying
will
that. I'm
knock
saying the.
Kovalev out in 4
I'm
rounds.
not disputing the.
4 rounds, he'll knock him out.
I'm not saying about the fifth in terms of being a 50-50 fight, but I'm just saying Canelo fights generate a lot of interest from the whole of Mexico and the American as well. But anyway, Sam, it's good to have a catch up on Joe and see what happens with him. All right?
Yeah, look, as I say, we'll see what happens. But I say we've got a. We're speaking to Frank later on, and we'll see what happens. But it's exciting times, isn't it? We've got a few good things.
Who's Miller's got? Dimitri Salita, is it?
Dimitri Salita don't know what planet he's on, mate.
What?
He don't know what planet he's on. He thinks,
Well, what's Dimitri done?
He thinks he's the biggest. Miller's the biggest star in the world of boxing. He's a big Christmas pudding. Do you know what I mean? He needs if Joe gets hold of Jamel Miller, it'll be a one-sided. Jarrell, big booby, baby, whatever he is. He's gonna get beat up. But we'll see.
Alright, well, I would like to see that fight, to be fair.
Yeah, everyone would as well. He'd absolutely try and terrorise me at the press conference, wouldn't he? So it'd be interesting.
And actually, last one, Povetkin, why did that fall forward? I think I know why. He's fighting on the...
No, Frank offered Povetkin more money than what he's getting against Michael Hunter.
Really?
To fight. Yeah, absolutely. And he's point blank turned the fight down. So he's obviously got his own reasons. Fair play to him. If he's got to do what he's got to do, hasn't he? If he thinks that Michael Hunter's a more winnable fight than Joe, then that's up to him. Got to do doing what's best for him, isn't he? I'm not going to put people down if that's. He's obviously got reasons why he's turned it down, but the money was more.
Alright, okay. Alright, nice one, Sam. Cheers,
yeah, no
mate.
worries, mate. Cheers.